Natalie, Melissa, hey, congratulations on your new series, Motorheads.
Thank you.
You know what? I wasn't sure what I was expecting because was just expecting a bunch of, stories about fast cars, but this is much more emotional in terms of families and friendship. But we have to hear it from you first. Is what initially drew you that you want to be part of this series?
I mean, the emotional aspect is what you said, the emotional aspect of it all. Because when I got the audition and the script and everything, and I read the synopsis, I also thought it was going to be sort of just about cars. And then reading the first episode, it's so clear that the car, like to Caitlin, is her dad, and there is a very emotional aspect to it. That's what I liked about it. It's not just a car to her. There's a very like it's very connected to her heart.
Natalie?
Yeah, for me it was all about the relationship because I'm not a big car person. And I was excited to play a mom and yeah, have that experience. I'm not a mom in real life, so it was beautiful to live that out on screen with these two gorgeous children. And yeah, also the relationship that Samantha has with the town of Ironwood, I found particularly pertinent and prescient for a time like today when a lot of people are leaving the big city to go back to, a small town or maybe the place that they were from. And there's something beautiful and nostalgic about that full circle trajectory. And so I think that was like the big draw for me.
That is wonderful. Melissa, well, you have to admire your character, Caitlin, because in this series, she's such a car girl. But tell us about you trying to relate, with all the terminologies, with the tools and widgets, and looking under the hood, or are you a car girl in real life?
I am. I couldn't be further from it. That was kind of the biggest challenge. I think reading it, I connected with a lot of Caitlin, and truly my one blind spot was that I know so little about cars. I do not even have my license in real life. So a lot of the research was car based, and luckily, like, I had a 2 week crash course in Toronto before we started shooting. They had me go into the mechanic shop every day with the mechanics for the show, and they showed me how to properly hold a tool, how to change a tire, how to what each part does and what it means and how it all connects. And there's a lot of sort of almost like mini monologues where I'm listing off like 6 to 14 parts in my explanation when we're rebuilding the car, and it had to be in a really specific order because everything connects to the next thing. So I think that was my biggest challenge, but it definitely got a little easier by the end because by the end I did know what parts were what. Yeah.
Well said. Natalie, your character Samantha, she's very emotional in the fact that she clings on to the past but she holds on secret. Can you tell us about getting into the mental state of a character playing a character like this?
I mean, there's something to there's a reason why Samantha didn't go back to Ironwood for 16 years and that her children have never been. I mean, that's pretty crazy. There's got to be a deep-seated trauma there for her not to have even been like, let's go on the weekend and let me show you where I'm from. So for me, it was, I had to, really tap into a place of such trauma and tragedy around the loss of her children's father, enough to keep her away for all those years. So that was a lot of emotional work as an actress for me, and I feel like that kind of stuff really is just bubbling in the first few episodes, and then towards the finale is when we get to peek behind that kind of facade of like, a mother who's got things together, who doesn't want to answer questions, and we start to see how much those skeletons in her closet and things from her past really do affect Sam.
Well said. And Melissa, let me toss the last question to you is, I was wondering like when you finally get under the wheel for your character, and you did have an opportunity, and you mentioned you didn't have a driver's license. So what was that like?
Well, I won't spoil anything, but I do get behind the wheel at one point in the season, and it was really fun, but safety was prioritized on this show. So anything you see of me behind the wheel is a green screen, and then everything else is an incredible stunt driver who made me look really, really fucking good. But yeah, it was a lot of pretending for me.
Excellent, Natalie, Melissa. Thank you very much for carrying this conversation with us about Motorheads. People are going to be delighted to see it. Thank you.
Okay, take care.